Next on the news.
Oh, look at him, look at him, look at him! There you go!
They got to see the Pope in person. Diocese of Brooklyn pilgrims give us their account of the Jubilee of Youth.
I couldn't believe that I was looking at the Pope. That was like 50 feet away from me. It was honestly amazing.
Pope Leo XIV stopped by Bambino Gesù Hospital Monday. The surprise visit was for a pilgrim who was too sick to attend the Jubilee. Plus, looking outside the celebration, she says she learned these notes from God and she shared them with patients for more than 30 years. Now we see how this 95-year-old volunteer is ending her career on a high note. I'm Katie Vasquez. Currents News starts right now. They're unpacking their bags and reliving the memories. Dozens of youth from around the Diocese of Brooklyn became pilgrims of hope during this last weekend's Jubilee celebration. Now they're giving us a behind-the-scenes look at this once-in-a-lifetime event with Pope Leo XIV.
Diocese of Brooklyn and Queens!
Pilgrims from across the Diocese of Brooklyn spent 9 days in the Eternal City, joining together in prayer and fellowship with more than 1 million other young people.
It was very uplifting to see the praise and the worship throughout the streets of Rome, and it's my first time seeing this magnitude.
For Amy Vu, walking through the holy doors was an experience she will never forget.
It felt like spiritually nurturing, but it also sometimes I felt emotional from it.
J.P. Marasegan says his life-changing moment came before the body of Christ, when thousands upon thousands of other Jubilee pilgrims went silent.
It is a testament to everyone that says that young people aren't falling in love with Catholicism, to show them that, yes, we are.
Being so close to the first American Holy Father was a highlight for many.
It was so surreal. It was like, I couldn't believe that I was looking at the Pope.
We were like front row to see the Pope. And then we celebrated Mass with the Pope. And that was like maybe a once or twice in a lifetime opportunity.
But for Queens parishioner Felicity Morell, she was influenced by her time with Brooklyn Bishop Robert Brennan.
Knowing that he was there interacting with not only the other priests, but also all the young people, it was very comforting.
Now, these young people hope to share what they have learned with other faithful.
I think going to Mass every day and going to adoration that was led by the Pope at the vigil was amazing, and I really did feel like I did strengthen my love for the Eucharist.
One of the things that I don't want to dwindle or lose is my faith, so I want to try to really give back to the community in college and work on my faith.
Now the pilgrims are looking forward to their next experience with the Pope and the Universal Church, the 2027 World Youth Day in Seoul, South Korea. Monday evening, Pope Leo visited a Spanish pilgrim who didn't get to enjoy the Jubilee of Youth. 15-year-old Ignacio Gonzalez is currently in the intensive care unit at the Vatican's Bambino Gesù Hospital after collapsing from severe lymphoma. Ignacio is currently sedated, and doctors say if he didn't arrive at the hospital when he did, he could have died. During the Holy Father's surprise private visit, he prayed with and blessed Ignacio's parents and siblings. Bishop Robert Brennan recorded the latest episode of his podcast, Big City Catholics, while in Rome for the Jubilee of Youth. The Brooklyn Shepherd was joined by Lucero Manzanares, Associate Director of Youth and Young Adult Ministry in the Diocese of Brooklyn, where they gave us an inside look into the early days of their pilgrimage with the young people.
It was incredible to see them all at breakfast already. Bags packed, ready to go, climbing down the hills with their bags rolling, and then to just go into Mass. And see them also just even prepare themselves for Mass. They have been very respectful of the place that they're going into. They still are very young and will go and have fun and buy the things that they want from those shops. But they'll come into the church and know that it's a place of holiness and just a place of rest.
And even today, after Mass, got a little bit of an introduction to the Basilica, and then they were free.
Yes.
But they spent a lot of time in the Basilica, looking at all the frescoes, getting a sense of that Franciscan background, but even just to pray,
Yes,
to offer their own prayers to the Lord.
To hear their discussion, just go to podcast.dioceseofbrooklyn.org. You can also search for Big City Catholics on Spotify and Apple Podcasts. And be sure to tune into Currents News next Tuesday, August 12th, to hear even more about that pilgrimage. We'll have Brooklyn Bishop Robert Brennan, along with one of those Diocese of Brooklyn pilgrims, here to discuss the journey. That's next Tuesday, August 12th, at our usual time, 7 p.m., right here on Currents News. And of course, make sure you stay with Currents News and the tablet for continuing coverage on the Jubilee. Finally, tonight, her music helped mend the minds and souls of the sick around her. For 35 years, every Thursday morning, Alice Tritle has been playing the ivory keys at the Mercy Medical Center volunteer in Iowa. But as Currents News' Jenna McDermott tells us, the 95-year-old is planning to end her time there on a high note.
When I was 2 years old, my dad said, that's when I started playing the piano.
From age 2 to now.
I'm 95 now, but August 8th I'll be 96.
Playing the piano has always been a part of Alice Tritle's life.
I like to play anything maybe from the 40s, although my mother used to play I'll Take You Home Again, Kathleen.
She learned how to play without taking lessons.
I will always say the good Lord taught me. The good Lord taught me because I had no piano instruction.
She was a piano teacher for 50 years.
It's just been part of my life. And teaching, getting little children to play, it's been great.
She kind of started it all for me and inspired me to really dive into piano and further down the road pick up organ, and her devotion to using music to inspire worship and praise.
Connor Miller learned from Alice and is now the music director at St. Patrick's.
The two most important lessons she's taught me is practice and prayer, and I still am working on both of those. But yeah, to practice not only music, but just living life genuinely and authentically, and prayer, like that faith aspect and the role of God in it all.
Alice has been a volunteer at Mercy Medical Center for 35 years.
A good 70% of the time you touch somebody, and maybe they have somebody having surgery, having tests run, and they'll come and sit, and I can talk to them, you know, and touch them in some way or other.
She starts her volunteering with a quiet moment of prayer in the chapel.
How can we live without faith? It's just part of my life.
But her life is filled with music, bringing songs and a smile through the halls at Mercy.
That's cute, Alice. That's a good one.
Although she's moving out of state to be closer to family, she's keeping music close to her.
Alice has been a wonderful volunteer. Mercy is going to miss you.
Thank you.
Not just me, but Mercy.
And I'll miss Mercy too.
Yeah.
Jenna McDermott, Currents News.
That is this Currents News update. I'm Katie Vasquez. Thank you for joining us because we are putting your faith in the news. We leave you with one last look at the Diocese of Brooklyn's pilgrimage to Rome for the Jubilee of Youth. Hope to see you again next time.
You also approached the sacrament of penance and received God's forgiveness.